Alright, and now it's time for the crazy artist, people. How many do we have? We've got a lot here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, they've been busy. Alright, let's start from the bottom. Battle from Lord Pow. Today I accomplished a lot in a field. You fell asleep and got somebody killed? Good job. Alright. Dowren says, Tetra armor. I remember that. I also like the death implants. I love unique looking drawings like this. H01 says, did you get taller? If you did, let me know. What are you guys even talking about? I find the way that deformed picture is drawn kind of heartwarming. That was a really poorly worded sentence. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. Lord Pow says, thanks. I'll try looking for an item that raises your height. Lament asterisk says, when you say accomplished, you mean lol. I love the good feeling you get from comical pictures like this. Good luck with future endeavors. Excellent. How do you do from Vapula? That's the picture. That's actually a pretty good one. I like that. Alright. How do you do? I'm Vapula. I'm playing a level 14 steam gunner. The world really is beautiful, isn't it? I often find myself in fields just gazing at the sky, like the evening sky, or the nighttime sky. I love how there's different weather. It gives you lots of different ways to enjoy them. The look and style of the buildings are great too. I also love looking at the seemingly never-ending fields. But while I was doing that the other day, I was surrounded by PKers before I knew it. It was pretty nerve-wracking. Fortunately, I was rescued by a party who just happened to be passing by and made it out alive. If you ever see someone standing in a field or staring at the designs on a dungeon wall, give me a shout. It'd be great if we could party up. Alright, sounds like you and Pyros would get along. Jin says, hi there, I'm Jin, a Lord Partisan. I know just how you feel, Vapula. I still can't forget how it felt the first time I saw this world. The towns, the fields, the dungeons, they're all so beautiful and detailed. Just what are the PKers looking at anyway? We should party together sometime, smiley face. Suzu says, hello, I'm Suzu the macabre dancer, grin. Well, the world is pretty enough that I could stare at its sky for a whole day, grin. My god, you guys need better hobbies. Lately, I've been looking around for beautiful places while working on leveling up my dancing, smiley face. Let's try and find someplace beautiful together sometime, grin. Dengu says, nice to meet you. I also love looking at the scenery, the fields, the nights, the snowfields, the thunderclouds. I love them all. I would be glad to party with you sometime. Bamboo says, hey there, I'm Bamboo. I too was moved when I first stepped into the world. A lot of people say this, but I often find myself lost gazing at Makanu's setting sun. That is pretty. I will grant him that. Starglass says, how do you do? I'm Starglass. It's great that how the world has so many different places, isn't it? Whenever I arrive at a new and wonderful place, I always forget what I came there for. Damn me, PKers. What? I'm assuming PKers is its own sentence. Okay. It's awful running into them. I'll be happy to heal you if you run into them again. H01 says, how are you doing? I'm H01. The graphics are so real, I sometimes find myself lost in them too. If you ever want to party, just let me know. I'll help you out anytime. iCal says, hell there, Vapula. I think you lost a letter. I'm iCal, a blade deer. The world's scenery can be summed up in one word. Wonderful. I once visited a giant church. Actually, it was more like a cathedral. Yeah, I know which one that is. Hugrans. But at any rate, it was truly jaw-dropping. I forgot the area words, but it's a famous place. Why not go and visit it sometime? It is pretty nice. Music is nice too. Okay, PK from Sayake. Alright. Look like a fun bunch. Okay. This is Pocotan and Cervantes, two of the chaotic PKers that are feared out of all PKers. You simply never know when you're going to encounter them when you're out adventuring. It's quite disturbing. They're very scary, but also very cool. By the way, it seems like Cervantes has had his title revoked recently. Did he suddenly get weak or something? Beast Hunter K says, his regent haircut must have got too big for him to see. That is the best response. Okay, Blue Eyes Samurai says, okay, PKK, if it isn't Servy. Just the other day, I caught him off guard and got a good kick into his back before he ran away crying. Sayake in response to Beast Hunter K, are you saying he put too much yeast in his hair? Then again, really big regents are even scarier, because they look like they can fire a beam or something. Oh my god. Blue Eye Samurai, no way! So Greedy Cervantes is really just a big crybaby? Gotta write this down. The next time I see him, I'll try kicking him myself. Mayako 1/2 says, okay, PK. Hey, it's Servy, lol. I was just partying up with him the other day. He was a nice guy. Cast reps often, you know? Not to mention really strong, lol. Little Servy, the man among men, lol. Hey, I thought you have a crush on Hisaya. What is this? Renji, in response... Wait, about the man among men. Man among men, eh? Smiley face. I just think he's a typical loser who picks on those weaker than him and kisses up to those who are stronger, myself. But hey, I mean, he's the kind of guy who tried to attack my third, level 3 character, but offered my second, level 80 plus character money and rare items before begging for his life. Mayako, did you bully him at all before he joined your party? Mayako, in response to bullying, says, maybe I did get in a little sneak attack when we first met, lol. And then about, his varying nature. Oh, that's mature, lol. No one should go around picking on those weaker than themselves, lol. Renji, about the sneak attack. Are you sure that you're not closer to being a man among men than he is? And then about picking on the weak. You think? I did stop myself from saying hi with my first 100 level character after his reaction to my second. Maybe I'm the one who's immature. Mayako, about being a man among men. Ah ha ha, lol. Nope. Alright. What are you doing? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. One moment. Guinea pig is doing bad things. Sorry about that. She happened to pull the kibble bag close enough that she could chew on it and was working on chewing a hole to get all the kibble out. Yeah, that's not so good. Let's not do that, Dusty, huh? Alright. Hemagon in Looking for a Thrusting Guild. Oh dear. Oh, that's a nice drawing, actually. I like that. Good job. Okay, wallpaper downloaded. It's just as the title says. I was looking around for a guild that would let me thrust all I want when I found one that looked like something out of ancient Japan. They were dressed in kimonos, used spears, and just kept thrusting, 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 thrusting. Oh yes, I will thrust. Yesterday and today. Good for you. Himigon says, oops, I forgot the eyebrows. Sayake says, am I right in assuming that this is very much something along the lines of thrusting open a secret? And do I count no less than 7 scars? Anyway, good luck becoming the end of century champion. Alright, you guys. Okay, Marimo. Nice to meet you all. Alright, nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you all. I'm Marimo, a tribal grappler. Bows. I just started, so I'm currently looking for friends. If you don't mind, I would appreciate it if you could tell me about guilds. Guilds you recommend, little-known guilds, guilds worth checking out, all of that, asterisk. I eagerly await any posts from someone who's currently in a guild themselves. Since I'm trying to decide which guild to join, any information you can offer would be appreciated, asterisk. Incidentally, I already know about Castrol and Moontree, seeing as they're large and famous. Also, a member of Canard helped me out just the other day. Oh man, was it Syllabus or Gaspard? Probably Syllabus. Though they didn't tell me many details. I think I remember hearing about another guild with a cool name, but I'm afraid I forgot it. Semicolon? What are you? Typing in C++? So does anyone here know something about guilds? Eld says, how do you do? I'm Eld, a blade grenadier. My recommended guild would have to be Canard. Yeah, Canard represent. Canard is a great guild for kindly teaching beginners everything from the basics up. Of course, since they're so much more laid back compared to other guilds, they don't seem to do much in the way of fights. They're a very peaceful guild. That's right, we are. The green guy with the short hair is really cute too. I wouldn't mind getting hit in the face at all if it was by a cute boy like that, but I'd better leave it at that before my significant other really does hit me, smiley face. Oh, Syllabus. Syllabus, you got an admirer. In the Way says, I'm currently in a guild called Cherubium Union. Be careful when looking around. Talking to the wrong person will get you PK'd. Jin says, howdy, I'm the Wandering Weapons Collector, Jin the Lord Partisan. I'm in a guild called Mid-Girls myself. It's mainly focused on trading items, info, and such. So if you're not serious about becoming a first-class rare hunter, I can't really recommend it. HO1 says, I'm HO1, a steam gunner. If you're a beginner, I have to agree with Eld and recommend Canard. Yes, 2 for Canard. Oh yes. They'll help you get started by teaching you everything from the ground up. That said, I'm actually not in a guild myself, but take it for what it's worth. I like the green-based character. They've got a good balance to their look. I'm sure it's growing up nicely. My god, Syllabus, you've got so many admirers. Way to go, man. And if you ever want to party up, just let me know. I'll help you out anytime. Alright, Eris says, hi, I'm Eris. I'm the guild master of Cherubin Union. Oh no, that's 2 for them. We're tied. Let's see. My guild is mainly for people who enjoy myths and legends. If I were to categorize it, it would be an info trading and contemplation guild. If you're interested in all of the Twilight epitaphs, at all in the Twilight epitaphs, we'd be happy to welcome you. I'd also have to recommend Moontree to a beginner. Just remember that Moontree is anti-PK and anti-PKK. We discourage it in my guild as well. But Moontree is kaput. Kuro says, don't forget you also have the choice of not joining a guild. Freedom, new people, farewells, and above all, boundless freedom. You said that. Why did you list freedom twice? A kind of fun that you can only get from not being in a guild. Did you get rejected from guilds or somehow? Because this doesn't sound all that compelling. Even if you don't follow this path, I hope that you at least think it over. What is... Okay, whatever, Kuro, you're weird. Zeto says, hi there, that's a great character you've got there, smiley face. I'm also a tribal grappler. I'm always glad to meet another, seeing as there aren't many of us around. Unfortunately, I don't know too many guilds myself. Sorry, I just started recently too. Ical says, hi there, Marimo. I'm Ical, a blade grenadier. I'm afraid I don't know too much about guilds, but I did hear that there's a guild called Wander. They apparently enjoy talking about towns, fields, dungeons, scenery, objects, and others. Vol says, how do you do? I'm Vol and I'm a twin blade. I like the colored pencil touch on your picture. As for guilds, well, you already know about Kestrel and Moontree, smiley face. I don't know about the others though, frown. Maripo says, so many responses. Thank you all so much. I'm truly grateful. Individual responses would take too much time, so I'll just sum up. Semicolon, please forgive me, with a missing parenthesis. God, what? How do you even type? What is this? Again, thank you all for taking the time to respond. Thank you all who commented on my character drawing. If anyone else has info they'd like to share, I hope you will drop me a line. You can probably find me happily bumbling about around town. Smiley face, that's all. You should join Canard. You totally should. Alright, Yuvi says my partner is gone. You don't look too sad about that. From the day I first started the world up until yesterday, my partner who had stuck with me through thick and thin finally passed on. Of course, when I say partner, I mean my head-mounted display. Winky frowny face. Yeah, that would have been, good to clarify earlier before I thought that somebody died. It was an SONES Neuro Goggle HMD that was always being advertised in those "if you're gonna play the world" commercials. The fact that it was missing a few pixels on each side was all part of its charm. Now that I think about it, I realize it's been 7 years. Thanks, partner. The picture I posted here is a Harvest Cleric. That was the last thing my HMD ever showed me. She got burned into the display when it broke, and I haven't been able to get the image out of my head since, which is why I shared it with you, smiley face. I'll go buy a new HMD tomorrow. Lament asterisk says, if it's been 7 years, then it must have been pretty big. What? Oh, okay, I get it. The new ones today are really tiny. Grin. After all, it's now perfectly natural to go around wearing them outside. That sounds kind of weird. Of course, what with that creepy doll syndrome and stuff going around, it's better not to play online games too much, smiley face. That would probably sound more convincing if I hadn't become level 43 myself. Vol says, I just made it to level 12 myself, smiley face. Good for you. That takes like 2 hours. HO1 says, an old-fashioned HMD, eh? Yeah, the new ones are so much better. I'd like to get a new tiny one myself, but they're just too expensive for me now. On a different note, that's a great drawing. It makes me want to ask you for art lessons. Blue Spiny says, that's an awesome drawing. It's so good it makes me wonder if I'm worthy even to be here. How on earth did you get so good at drawing? Please tell me. I'd also appreciate a lesson on color usage while you're at it, smiley face. I guess doing it with a mouse won't cut it anymore, frowny face. Benisuke says, how do you do? 7 years? Those old modders were pretty heavy, weren't they, smiley face? The new ones are great. I just wish I had the cash. Frowny winky face. That's so unlucky that you were able to see... Oh, that's so lucky, not unlucky, that you were able to see that Harvest Cleric so clearly for your last scene. She's beautiful. Good luck with your new HMD. Kamumasa. Yeah, Kamumasa says, whoa, they still sell HMDs somewhere? All I see in the stores here are M2Ds. Tanza says, hi there, call me Tanza. 7 years? That's an amazing HMD you had. I just started today myself, lol. I did have a bit of an accident getting set up, though. Smiley winky, or frowny winky face? What is with these frowny winky faces on this board? Your art skills are amazing. Fantastic. I wish I could draw like that. Please consider being my teacher. Finally, please hurry up, buy your new HMD, and come back here soon, lol. Yue says, that's a cute Harvest Cleric, smiley face. That's amazing that your HMD lasted for 7 years. I always get personally attached to things that have been with me for a long time too, smiley face. Yeah, me too. According to the nearby used goods store owner, they're no longer making HMDs at all. If you find any you find these days are all used ones bought off of customers or old inventory gotten rid of by stores. There were still 5 left in that used goods store though, smiley face. It's true that M2Ds are what's in these days, but even with the reduced prices, they're still too much for most students. In my case, I had to beg my dad over and over before he agreed to buy me one for my birthday, smiley face. Dowrun says, displays have been getting lighter since they started making plastic ones a few years ago, but for some reason they're still selling them at high prices. It's truly a shame. Science needs to hurry up and get on the ball. More like marketing does. Yi Zhao says, these days it's the sun visor styles that are popular. My younger sister has one, and she had to save her allowance for months to be able to afford it. I'd like to get one too, but my parents just say to make do with our computer's monitor. Frowny winky face again. Sunny Kitty says, that Harvest Cleric is definitely cute, but I'm more impressed by your drawing skills. M2Ds are definitely expensive. I've been working part-time to afford one, but I can finally pick one up, smiley face. Man, scientific progress has been amazing lately. I don't know how we ever put up with those monitors, lol. Oh dear. Yuvi says. There were still some HMDs at my local electronics store, grin. The difference between it and the new M2Ds are still night and day, but it's lighter than my old partner and has more endurance to boot. Much better battery power. She's a serious girl with no missing pixels, smiley face. About they're no longer making HMDs at all. I totally thought they were, frown. Besides, M2Ds look like they'd fall apart at the slightest mistake. Heck, I have a friend who broke his face. Who broke his. I looked one line down, I guess, and got face from that. He didn't break his face with the thing. He fell asleep, okay. He broke his by falling asleep and having them slip off his face, frowny face. Anyways, I'm off to continue my adventures with my brand new partner. You have fun.